Hi guys, welcome to StunnerShare. So today we are going to see the Secret of Pivotboss book reading. It is a continuation of chapter 9. And in chapter 9 is all about higher time frame pivot analysis. In higher time frame, if we use the pivots, same concepts what has been discussed in all 8 chapters, CPR, Camarilla pivots, what is expected and how the market behaved. With his analysis, with his theory, he has written this book, and we are discussing on that. We have discussed on the higher time frame pivot analysis introduction. A video is uploaded with respect to that, and then we have also come to the topic of types of higher time frame pivots. We have discussed about that, and we have uploaded 3 videos similar on that topic. And then we have moved to long-term pivot with forecasting. Here we were discussing more about the pivot widths, and for that also I've uploaded 3 videos. And now we are coming to long-term pivot trend analysis. So I'm not sure how long this video will go or how big I should make this video. Initially those videos I've uploaded for 10 minutes, 12 minutes and then 10 minutes. Then I thought that okay, let me make it like 12 to 13 minutes a video. That has been planned. So let's see how long it takes. And after that, trading the big picture, that I will summarize the chapter 9 with that particular one paragraph of trading the big picture. Because all these 3 concepts, types of higher time frame pivots, long-term pivot with forecasting, long-term pivot trend analysis, all these will help you to understand with respect to pivots. Trading the big picture will actually tell us what needs to be done, how it needs to be done. It's a very simple but effective points will be discussed over there. Okay. So whatever has been discussed in this book or whatever has been written in this book, I am trying to explain each and every point clearly with proper examples what has been shared in this book, and I am giving that here. I hope the video will be helpful for many of you. If you feel the content is good, kindly give you a like, share and subscribe. And also please share these videos to your friends and families, and also post your queries in the comment section so that any queries, any doubts, I'll be able to help you guys on that. Clear? Now let's move further into the topic. Now we are going to talk about long-term pivot trend analysis. So what is pivot trend analysis? Basically, what is trend? A trend means either uptrend or downtrend. Okay. Sideways is not a trend. Sideways is going to be it's a non-trending nature. Okay, a trend, it is going to be either it has to go upside or it has to go downside. Sideways is the non-trending nature, and that is what used to happen in the market. So here, with respect to pivots, how are we going to define the trend, and how are we going to understand whether a trend is applicable or not, or how to understand with pivots the trend is happening or not, and in the case of an uptrend or downtrend is happening, how to take positions, what is the criteria to take positions, what are the zones which we have to focus, those all will be discussed in this particular video. Clear? So here in long-term pivot trend analysis, we are going to check with respect to only long-term charts. Okay, so the time frame will be mostly daily, and the most of the pivots what we will be using is going to be monthly pivots. It can be CPR, it can be Camarilla, it can be value area zones, it can be VPOC zones. All these can be taken care. Okay, so long-term pivot trend analysis offers greater opportunities to do profit during trending markets. As I told, trending means uptrend or downtrend. Okay. By using long-term pivot trend analysis, you will be having lot of opportunities to take a trade and be profitable. And one more thing to tell you, that long-term you will be checking the daily chart, but you can take similar positions in the smaller time frame like hourly chart or 15-minute chart. As I used to tell in my previous technical analysis videos, that first of all you need to understand what is the longer term trend existing in the market. Based on the longer term trend, try to capture the dips. Say for example, on a weekly chart or on a daily chart, the market is going upside, and in an intraday chart you see some dip is happening. That means that dip you have to use it as a buying opportunity. And in this chapter also we are discussing the same topic, and now what we are going to discuss more is like in the case of dip, how to use pivots in that and how to make use of an entry in that. Okay, no matter whether you're using floor pivots or money zone or Camarilla pivots, no problem, no matter of that. But in a trending market, it will give you a lot of opportunities, and you have to make those opportunities to make yourself profitable. Okay, in a established trend, you will know whether the market is going to go in one direction or not. Say for example, there is a horse race. Okay, here there is an example which is given with respect to police barricade and all those, but let's forget about that. There is a horse race. Okay, in that horse race, when the horse race starts, the horse will go in only one direction, towards the target. Something will be tied in front of their eyes, so that only focus will be on the straight direction towards the target line, and it will go towards that. That is the desired direction where that horse is going. Assume the horse race is started and the horse goes reverse, then that is not the direction what is expected, right? So that is what has been clearly told here. The pivots will act as support in an uptrend, and the pivots will act as resistance in a downtrend. So you have to use the opportunity which it is creating to buy the dips or sell at the resistance zone. Clear? So pivots will help you to find proper pullback entry zones to go for a long entry or a short entry. So you have to decide how are you going to make an entry on that. To understand about uptrend or downtrend, you have to know about higher value, overlapping higher value, lower value, overlapping lower value relationship. All those has been discussed for CPR, for Camarilla. All those videos are already updated or uploaded in the YouTube channel. You can go through that videos and see. I'll try to tag the higher value CPR Camarilla along with this content. At the right top you will be able to find it. Just click on it and understand what is higher value CPR, what is higher value Camarilla, what is overlapping lower value. All these you can understand in that. And this pivot trend analysis will be on the concept of higher value, lower value, overlapping higher value and overlapping lower value only. These will tell us how the market is going to behave. Clear? Now let us go to one of the example which has been shared. Okay. So we are going to see Cliff's natural resources chart, and it has been plotted. Pivots are plotted, monthly pivots are plotted, and we are going to consider the daily time frame. The stock has established the uptrend, and 3 months of continuous uptrend it has been seen, and how the pullback opportunities we have got to take a trade on that. So we will go to the particular date in which the stock has made such a scenario, and we have to go to here. Okay, I've already marked. I've did some analysis, and that's how I have marked all these. Okay, to better make you guys to better understand on what are we going to discuss and all those. And also in this pivot trend analysis, we will be discussing on all like CPR, Camarilla. We'll be discussing a value area high, value area low, POC, and all those we'll be discussing. Okay, but you need to ensure, or you need to understand and see what will suit you and how to take those. Okay, and combining CPR, Camarilla, combining other areas, that will be discussed in chapter 10. From next week, you might expect videos on those concepts as well. Okay, now coming to this particular topic. Okay, now what has been told is like in the April month, we could see the narrow CPR happening. Clear? In the March month, there was bit of consolidation, and there is not much clarity here because up. Okay, this is higher value, then lower value, higher value, overlapping lower value, now a higher value, but there was consolidation happening here. This is the consolidation or the breakout which is happening. If you see from here, the stock has given some breakout. Okay, at this zone the stock has given some breakout, and after that breakout this is consolidating. That means this is where the possible retest has happened, and after that the market signaled a narrow CPR. What it is actually saying is that a breakout has been happened, and the retest is also happened, and now the narrow CPR says further breaking of this high, it will allow the market to trend. Clear? And if you see, April completely trended from the low of $57, it has gone to a high of $84. which is more than 50%. And what happened next? The next month CPR is going to be a higher value CPR, because we are all aware of that. Any trade which is any market which is moving and the market is moving upside, and with a huge trending market of 25%, 30% in a month, then obviously next month or the next session will be a higher value CPR, and the range will be bit high, and the wide range I mean. And what has happened? The first day itself, the market took support at the CPR and then started trending up. So this is what happened. Higher value CPR plus price at the CPR is the positive sign. Price opened at the CPR and it is a positive sign. And after that, the market started going upside further. And from here, the low of 73, it has went to make a high of 107, which is almost 32 or 35 points, which is almost again another 50%. Clear? And one more thing what has happened is, like, on the month of June, again the market consolidated and came, and it is again a higher value CPR, came for retest and took the support at the CPR zone and again started moving up. So from the low of $95, it has made $121, which is almost like 27% the stock has moved. So this is what we are telling. The price opened both May and June above the pivot range for the month, which creates solid buying opportunities at the pivot range when it got tested. Okay, once the price sees a successful bounce from the pivot range, okay, once the price saw a successful move from the pivot range, what happened? It made a new high. This was a high. Clear? Let me draw and show you. This was the high, took bounce, went up, made a new high, again took retest, made a bounce, made a new high. Clear? So this is what has been mentioned. So you have to use the pullback to the pivot range, that as a buying opportunity, and that has worked really well in this stock. Clear? Now he is giving one other example with example of crude oil. Let's go to crude oil chart. Okay, crude oil in the month of 2000, in the year of 2008, and in the month of in the month of March, April, May, same. Okay, I'm sorry. Here it is. I need not tell anything. Okay, let me close the CPR. Okay, let's forget about all these things. See, for example, the market is trending higher, making higher lows. Sorry, lower low. Sorry, this is higher low. Sorry, yeah, correct. The market is trending higher, making higher lows. So when the market is moving higher, then the CPR will be higher value or lower value. It will be higher value only, right? And that has been only formed over here. Clear? So the stock, actually, as I mentioned in that particular case also, the particular stock has been consolidating for a longer time and then gave a breakout, took a retest, and then started moving up. Now let's apply CPR and see. Okay, say for example, the stock has been consolidating for some time, then the narrow CPR happened. This narrow CPR means the possibility to trend is highly there. And what happened is, like, every time whenever I say with respect to narrow CPR, I will try to tag a video. I always say that whenever a narrow CPR happens, it will trend, but that doesn't mean that doesn't mean it should not break previous day high or previous day low. Okay, only when the previous day high or the previous range high or low is broken, then only the direction will be so high. Okay, same way in this narrow CPR, the market took support at the previous month low and then started moving up. Clear? And after that, what has happened is, like, every single time whenever a new month opened, it formed a higher value CPR. And what happened after that higher value CPR? After that higher value CPR, the market is, let me remove some drawing. After making the higher value CPR, the market is going up, coming to CPR, considering CPR as a good support zone, and then bouncing from there. Again it came to CPR and again it went up. Again it came to CPR and again it went up. And it is not that case. It also went from here to here. Okay, came to CPR, never closed below the CPR, and then started moving up. So if you see from the low, this is the low of the low is around $86 and the high is around $148, which is 60 points move. That is more than 60 to 75% move happened in crude oil within 5 months. Clear? So how we will come to know whether this is possible or not, how this particular trend or how this particular movement will be possible or not, how to understand that? Very simple. First of all, check the long-term chart. Okay, let me remove the Pivotboss. Actually, from the low of 50, it has made a high of 78 here. Okay, the trend has been bullish, and again made a small dip and then again went up. Clear? And now the stock has been consolidating. This is the time you have to be very careful and then check how the market is actually behaving. And now pivot has been activated, and now the narrow CPR has been brought in. Okay, the narrow CPR range has come in. Now our expectation is that trending is possible, but where and which direction? So you have to wait for this particular zone to break. If this particular zone is breaking, and then any retest to the CPR is going to be a selling opportunity. And if suppose this particular range is broken and then the market is trending up, any particular movement towards CPR is going to be a buying opportunity, and that is what clearly has happened. Okay, and already the stock from the low of 50, it already made a high of 100, which is actually completed its one turn. It's actually doubled, and from there a good consolidation happened. Now this consolidation phase is what you have to use and see how the market is going to behave and which direction the market is going to go. Okay, and furthermore, along with the trend, whenever higher value CPR relationships are happening, and whenever the stock or the price is coming for any support at the CPR, that is going to be a good pullback opportunity and buying opportunity to go along. Okay, so that is why he always saying buying the dips is best. Okay, buying the dips is best whenever the trend is upper trend. Whenever the trend is uptrend, any movement towards CPR is going to be a buying the dips. Buying the dips is a good opportunity. And whenever the price came towards CPR, took support and then bounces off, it tries to make new high at all cases. Okay, so once price pulled back to the pivot range, as a traders, we should wait for the better opportunity to ride the trend from that point. Clear? So this is what has been explained in the crude oil example. Clear? Now let us move further. Okay, so here now we are going to see in next topic where here we have used what this is called as CPR. Clear? Now along with this CPR, or forget about this CPR for now, because this is the CPR and uptrend. From here the uptrend started. Now the downtrend has also been started, and if you see in downtrend also the CPR has acted as a good way, and if you see any rejection of the CPR is going to be a downside move. Always the market actually rejected at the CPR, and CPR acted as a resistance and it started moving down. Clear? But now he wants to explain the same concept with money zone levels. Now let us see what money zone levels he is talking about and how to understand them. Okay. So if you see here, the market made a top, and once it took a support, it bounced, made a new high, and after that it again returned back to the CPR zone, but this time it broke the CPR. And from the time it broke the CPR, the expectation is that the buying or the uptrend is going to stop for some time. You need to wait for next higher value CPR or higher value zones to form. Okay, but the next month on August, it actually formed a lower value relationship. And from that time, whenever the market tries to bounce, it always faced rejection at the value area high or low and then started coming down. And this month, August month, was bit of bearish sideways, and in the month of September it is still more narrow, and there the first day itself it formed a good bearish candle, engulfed the entire POC and value area zones, and then started coming down. And again whenever it touches near the value area zone, it then came down and drastically fallen down. Okay, so the point of control and this is the point of control and the value area low offered excellent levels to short the market during this time. Okay, and this is where pivot trend actually helps us. Pivot trend in the same chart for the first 5 months it was bullish, and after that it gave a clear indication of a selling criteria, and from that time it started facing rejection at the pivot levels and then started coming down. So in the same chart, first 5 months pivot acted as a bullish trending nature, and in the next 5 months the pivot acted as a bearish trending nature, and that is why he uses pivots in all his cases, and that has given him a good results in the future. Clear? I hope this concept is understood in a better way. Basically what you need to understand is like, what is pivot trend analysis? Pivot trend analysis is nothing but if it is going to be a trending nature, whether it is going to be uptrend or a downtrend, how the pivots are signaling you whether it is going to be uptrend or downtrend, and what is the use of pivots, what you need to understand when the pivots are nearing, when the price is nearing the pivot zone. Okay, and he is also clearly mentioning that he is not claiming that all the traders are watching pivots. Okay, there are lakhs of traders, there are n number of methods, strategies, theories many people are following. You guys know, some follow moving average, RSI, MACD, GAN, Wyckoff, Elliott wave, harmonics, pivots, etc, etc. There are many concepts are there. Okay, but what we have is like, the pivots are acting as a good support and good resistance during uptrend and downtrend market. So any pull to the pivot is acting as a pullback opportunity. So just by knowing where we are, where the pivots are lying, where the value area zones are lying, if you know the location on your charts, then you have edge when compared to others who are trading in the market. And in a trending market, you will have excellent opportunities when you are making use of this CPR and Camarilla and trading with that. Clear? So this is what has been explained in pivot trend analysis, and we have seen using CPR using money zone levels. Money zones in the sense value area low, high and the POC levels. Clear? And next concept what we are going to see is on the Camarilla pivots, and later point of time we will see what other details are given in this book. Clear? And actually this video, I think it should have moved nearly 15 minutes, so I'm stopping this video here. So any questions if you have, please try to use the comment section and share your feedback there, and then we will slowly discuss on those topics whatever has been asked in that comment section. Clear? I hope you will feel the video bit useful to you guys. If you feel the content is good, kindly give the like, share and subscribe. Always feel free to comment, so that will help us a lot, and it will help you also to grow. In the next concept, that is also going to be pivot trend analysis, and we'll see further discussions to happen. Okay, thanks a lot. Stay tuned for more videos.